Hey everybody, welcome back to GWN. I am Noctera, your host. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about some builder-based design, starting off with this very first one. It's a asymmetrical base, kind of non-specific, and it's a really good base, one of the ones that I use on a regular basis. I've got a total of 9 bases. I'm just going to flash them about every 30 seconds or so. So if you want to stop the video to make a copy, go ahead. I've also got a link to my blog where you can literally click a link that will make this base appear inside your builder base. Now here's another one. It's a diamond shaped base. One of the things you're going to notice about each of these bases is the placement of the lava launcher. Lava launcher is a splash damage 10 to 20 tile radius defense that really is going to cause a lot of grief for ground attacks. So you want to place it more or less into the center of your base, like you see here in most of these base layouts, because that 10 to 20 tiles where it can hit, well, inside of that, the 10 tile space, if you will, is a dead zone. It can't hit nothing in there. So by more or less placing it in the center of your base, what you do is you create this kind of like ring of fire around your base. The mortar shells that kick out of it will create a small pool of lava wherever they fall that lasts for 19 seconds and will essentially render that spot unusable to troops that like to just sit there and shoot at things, because they'll get a couple shots off, but then they'll die. So that's why you want to place it more or less in the middle of your base, as you see in these various designs. Now, what to do with the other new defense, the 5th firecracker. Spread your firecrackers out a bit to kind of create we'll call it a air dome of sorts around your builder hall or around your base. Now you can use all of your air defenses to get that dome set up, because don't forget, you've still got the archer towers, the hidden Teslas, the air bombs. All of these things will attack into the air, and of course the roaster too. Don't forget the roaster, probably one of your best against beta minions, which is part of the meta now. Taking a look at this one here, we got the bracket base. This is the same general design as you've seen on other bracket bases in Builder Hall 8 and even Builder Hall 7. Some people will move those walls to the bottom down a little bit, but you get the same pathing up the sides going into the crushers, and of course the layout of all of the air tracking defenses that are going to hopefully slow down any kind of air attacks. Now, the meta at Builder Hall 9 so far has definitely leaned toward air. Minion drops is a bit on the OP side right now. Everybody's got a few extra of the power potions, so they're kind of boosting and knocking it out. So air is definitely a strong player. A base like this diamond base here, you'll see that the lava launcher has been moved out to the side. This base is almost always going to be a guaranteed 1, if not 2-star, because of its layout. However, that bottom part of the base is really well fortified against air. So if you're really fighting air, that's why a base like this might do okay for you, especially with the roaster in the dead center. So it's kind of a give and take, and that's part of base design. If you design toward the meta, you want to be able to design it in a way that non-standard attacks may be able to get in and do a 2-star, but that other attacks will fail for the particular meta. This one's kind of a redux of the eyebrow base, a double eyebrow base that we saw. Again, diamond in shape. Take a look at the way some of the hidden defenses are being laid out in these bases. There's typically a spread on the hidden Teslas. A couple of them have a Tesla farm still, sure, but most of them spread them out so that you get that additional damage in a more spread version, kind of an umbrella version, if you will. At the same time, your push traps are pushing into the base, not out. Sometimes they do push around, but they're more likely pushing into the crushers. The spring traps are right around corners, so when a troop is going to walk around an edge, they're going to pop that spring trap. And the mines tend to be, well, I like to put them around the aprons, so that when somebody drops their bombers to take out the aprons to make a route for their troops to come in, they're going to hit those mines. Mega mines, I always looked at the mega mines as kind of a gotcha of a sort of a surprise. So I put them in places where I expect troops to congregate and rush into the base. You can see it at the top of these bases, just beyond the aprons. You'll see it in some of the corners, places like that. And then this last base here, kind of a boxy design. This one was offered up on the forum by one of the forum members, so I wanted to go ahead and include it here. I did play it, and it worked out pretty good. Now, what's the lifespan of any of these bases? You know, who knows? They may last a day, a week. They may not work at all. It's gonna depend on your particular levels of all of your defenses, and of course, how the meta develops, how the game develops. So try a few of them, see how they work out for you. Give me back some feedback. Let me know what you think. Thanks a lot for sticking around to the end of the video. Hope you find all these base designs helpful. We'll have more coming up over the next several weeks. Y'all take care. Keep on clashing. Bye now.